Look, I know a lot of you guys are very irritated with me personally enjoying Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I know a lot of people hate that opinion. I know a lot of people hate me now. Personally, a lot of people actually unsubscribe from me for giving positive feedback about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I trust me, it's whatever you want to do, it's whatever you think. Personally, I'm enjoying the game this year. You know, regardless of what anybody thinks, I'm having a good time. It's actually very enjoyable. And at the end of the day, what everybody wanted out of this video game was a game that played faster than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So it could be as bad as it could possibly be, but as long as it performs a little bit better than Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I'm satisfied. Graphically and animations and stuff like that are not better than Modern Warfare, but gameplay is. And at the end of the day, for any FPS video game, the gameplay is what counts. If the gameplay is bad, it's not going to be a fun video game. It could be as visually appealing as it could possibly be, but if you can't play it, you just simply can't play it. And in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, it's very fast-paced. I know a lot of people have been saying it's a campy game and stuff like that. From my personal experience, I don't really know what you guys are talking about. I mean, it might just be two different skill-based matchmaking brackets. But where I'm placed at with all the other sweats that I'm versing 24/7, they're moving around. And like I said, even though the skill-based matchmaking is pretty thick, I will take sweaty players moving around and being aggressive and trying to flank me and jump shot me and slide shot me. I'd rather take all of that than having sweaty players camping corners. That is the absolute worst. You know, you could kill a sweat when he's pushing you constantly, because every once in a while, you'll catch him off guard. But if you're versing a sweaty player who's really good at aiming, and they're just going to sit in one spot the whole game, you're kind of screwed. They're not making themselves vulnerable. They're not making themselves, present in the gunfight. They're hiding and they're waiting for you to come out and they two-tap you. You know, it's very hard to verse sweats like that. So I'm very happy and pleased that this game is more fast-paced than Modern Warfare. But one thing that I've noticed, and a lot of other people have noticed as well, is the game isn't performing as good as Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, yes, it is still in beta, so that one makes sense. But usually when a new Call of Duty game comes out, the mass majority of people switch over to it. Just like Modern Warfare, Black Ops 4 died down real quick. There were still tons of people playing Blackout, but when the beta dropped for Modern Warfare, that's all people were playing and all people were recording. So it really does say a lot about the numbers right now with this video game, because the Twitch charts explain tons of information when it comes to these two video games. Black Ops Cold War is barely even competing when it comes to Modern Warfare. I mean, Modern Warfare is pulling in hundreds of thousands of views, while Cold War is struggling just to hit 20,000 views. It's a tad bit scary. Now, I will say the marketing kind of does have something to do with the actual sales and how many people are excited for the video game. If you market the game correctly, you will get a lot more players to come and play your video game, but they didn't really market it too well in my personal opinion. They didn't really get me too hype, not even with the initial trailer. The Modern Warfare trailer was insane. I'm going to be honest, as much as I despise the video game, the way they marketed Modern Warfare was out of this world. And that might be one of the main key features to why this game is, overselling and doing so much better, is because the marketing scheme of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War just wasn't too great. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's still a Call of Duty game. Usually people still transfer over to the newest title. Another reason is it just doesn't have enough content yet. It's still a beta. There's barely any weapons. There's barely any maps. There's barely any content. And you go over to Modern Warfare and there's still tons of camos to grind for, tons of new weapons to unlock, tons of battle pass items, new things in the store, new Warzone updates, new maps. It's tons of new stuff coming out in Modern Warfare constantly. So there's just simply more stuff to do when it comes to Modern Warfare. You can only put in, a few hours, not even, into Cold War before you start getting bored and you just want to get off because there's nothing to grind for. I mean, the rank gets capped off, the grind gets capped off. It's not really any incentive to play it, so that's another reason why I thought that the views were a little bit better on Modern Warfare. And also, you can't just go solely off of Twitch numbers. You know what I'm saying? Twitch is a reliable way of seeing what games are popping and which ones aren't, but the only reason certain games are popping is because they have massive, large content creators playing it who pull in hundreds and thousands of views. It's not like a bunch of people who have like 5, 10 views are just all cramming into one spot. It's tons of people who have 5 to 10 views cramming into Cold War. But if Cold War had the massive content creators who would play over on Cold War, I would have the numbers, the hundreds of thousands of views, and it would be topping Modern Warfare. But a lot of those players are deciding to stick on the Modern Warfare, and I wonder why. And to be honest with you guys, this is probably the main reason why Modern Warfare will basically completely outsell Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I can guarantee it's still going to be tons of players. Even when Black Ops Cold War releases, there'll be still tons of people who will stay on Modern Warfare, and the main reason is because of Warzone. let's be honest here, Modern Warfare multiplayer is not the best experience out there. Like I said, this game is campy, it's slow-paced, it's boring, very tactical. It's not my favorite Call of Duty video game out there, to be honest with you. But Warzone, on the other hand, is fast-paced, it's action-packed, and it's a BR. BRs, or I guess I should say Battle Royales for people who don't know what BRs are massive when it comes to FPS or even third-person shooters at the moment. You know, forget about the 6v6 action-packed gameplay now. Nobody cares about it anymore, apparently. Battle Royales are where it's at, and that's the most mainstream thing about gaming at the moment. So no matter what happens in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, no matter how much content this game gets or whatever is going to, you know, persuade more people to enjoy this title, it will not be as big as Modern Warfare. I guarantee even when this video game drops, I still feel like Modern Warfare is going to have more numbers than Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War because of the main reason that Warzone is connected to Modern Warfare. Even though you can download Warzone separately from Modern Warfare, the names are still connected. So when you go on Twitch and look up Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and you're just trying to find multiplayer, it doesn't matter. All the Warzone content is going to completely pop up in the same exact browser. So Warzone and multiplayer are combined into one thing called Modern Warfare. So no matter how many viewers, you know, those viewers could be swarming into Modern Warfare, but they're not watching multiplayer. Like people will be watching Cold War multiplayer. They're watching a Battle Royale. If they separated Warzone into its own little category, instead of connecting it to Modern Warfare on Twitch, it will be a completely different story. It will be dead as dirt. The Black Ops Cold War beta would easily outbeat the numbers on Twitch when it comes to Modern Warfare, but because Warzone is saving its butt, that's why Modern Warfare is getting so much viewership. And the sad thing is I don't think that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is going to have a BR. I really think that Infinity Ward is just going to continue to update Modern Warfare Warzone, and if they do anything, they'll probably add in Cold War weapons or maybe even change the whole map design to fit a Cold War theme. But the engine and the way the game plays, the movement, the gunplay, all that stuff is going to stay exactly like Call of Duty Modern Warfare because the games are pretty much intertwined. Now, if Cold War does release a Battle Royale and they do decide to, you know, branch off and make their own thing, it could potentially be better than Warzone if they could do it correctly. But I highly doubt that they're making a BR. I really do think, especially with the developers not having as much time this year and having to come in and pick up the scraps of Sledgehammer, they don't have much time, I think, to produce a BR. So I think multiplayer is going to be the main thing this year for Cold War, which is why no matter what, Modern Warfare is going to completely outsell Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. But don't let that fool you into thinking Cold War is a bad game. Give it some time, play it a little bit, try out the maps, learn the maps, and just get used to the gameplay. And I guarantee with over time, if you play for a couple of months when the game finally releases, you'll probably get in the groove and you'll probably enjoy the game a little bit more than you do now. But that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I know a lot of people were looking at the views and wondering to themselves, so why is this game so popular right now? Or even thinking on like YouTube or anything of that sort, why is this game so popular right now? Is because of the exact reason of Warzone. Like I said, Battle Royales, most popular game genre at the current moment. I mean, thinking of games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, even Blackout was a top contender. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, even though it's not too popular anymore. All these games, once PUBG came out, honestly, a lot of, you know, FPS games like Battlefield and Call of Duty and other stuff like that started to slowly die out a little bit. And you could see because both of the games try to copy the BR genre. You know, they didn't just stick to their 6v6 side because they knew that the best way to improve their video game and to get better numbers and to get more people playing their game is to join forces with the side that's making the most cash right now. And that's BRs. Battlefield made Firestorm, Call of Duty made Blackouts, and now Call of Duty still continue doing the BRs with Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. And it's doing amazing. I mean, the majority of all the videos on YouTube that you see right now that are getting tons of views are just, you know, best class setups for Warzone, not 6v6. You know, it used to be all about ground war. That's what all the, you know, pub stompers would go into. But now all these channels with millions of subscribers making hundreds of thousands of views are just making all content around Warzone because it makes them the most views. It's simple. The most popular thing right now is Battle Royales, and that's what people are going to watch. So all people are going to do is play what they're going to get views for. So on Twitch, the majority of the big streamers, they're just going to play Warzone because simply that gets the most views. But I do respect Treyarch's attempt at trying to make, you know, a Call of Duty 6v6 experience. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to play for the full year. And you guys are going to hear my opinion on this channel. That's why I do the best. So if it's bad, I'm going to tell you guys it's horrible. And if I enjoy it, I'll just let you guys know I enjoy it. But don't let the numbers trick you into thinking that this game is absolutely awful. Play it and give your own opinion. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You might play it and hate it. You might play it and like it. Good thing is that it's going to be an open beta coming this week, so you will get a chance to try it out and make up your opinion. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. By all means, if you hated it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, you want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live stream some video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.